So, we're going to tackle a question that honestly feels more urgent with every single day that passes. In this new age of artificial intelligence, what is it that will actually remain human?
For a long, long time, this was just a question for philosophers, right? This big, powerful question. What will remain human when machines can do everything we can? And for ages, that was just, a thought experiment. But today, with AI moving at this unbelievable speed, that question is definitely not philosophical anymore. It's very, very real.
To really get a handle on the scale of this, let's start with where we are right now. Section 1. The machine takes over.
I mean, think about it. Automation is accelerating like crazy. And it's not about factory jobs anymore. AI is now taking on these creative, analytical tasks that we once thought were uniquely ours: writing, designing, coding, and even making really high-stakes decisions. But we're moving way beyond just simple tools. We are right on the edge of what's called artificial general intelligence, or AGI. We're talking about a machine that can think, learn, and adapt just like a human, and maybe, just maybe, even better. This changes the entire game.
So, if machines are on track to equal or even surpass us in thinking, what's left for us? Well, to answer that, we kind of have to understand how we work first. So let's dive into Section 2 and take a look inside the human machine.
And here's the crucial point. Pretty much everything we are is just a product of the past. What we think, what we do, even how we feel, it's all a response based on information we've stored. It all comes from memory.
Now that leads to a really simple but kind of mind-blowing idea about what thinking actually is. It isn't some magical act of creation out of thin air. The mind is really a processing system. It takes old data, our memories, and it just rearranges all of it into new combinations. So in a way, thinking is just a form of computation.
We can even map it out. Step 1, we take in data through our experiences. Step 2, we store that data as memory, as conditioning. Then, Step 3, our mind computes. It rearranges that memory. And that leads to Step 4, the output. Our thoughts, our ideas, our actions.
Okay, so here's a little challenge for you. I'm serious. Try it right now. Can you actually think of something brand new, something totally separate from your past experiences and all the knowledge you've gathered? Or are you, like the rest of us, just rearranging what's already in there? If you follow that mechanical view of the mind, it leads us somewhere pretty profound. So let's jump into Section 3 and see what's going on here. The unsettling parallel. Okay, here is where things get a little spooky. The human mind, it runs on past data and conditioning. And AI, it runs on past data and its programming. I mean, when you lay it out like that, the two systems are functionally, and pretty unsettlingly, similar. And this is where it gets really serious, because if our primary function is just to compute based on memory, then a machine that's designed specifically for that purpose can, and you know what, it likely will, eventually match or even surpass us. That's just a logical conclusion. So I'll ask again, what is left that is truly human? To find out, let's go a little deeper. Let's try a thought experiment here in Section 4. When memory goes silent. Just try this with me for a moment. Imagine your entire collection of memories, every fact you've ever learned, every single experience you've had. Imagine it all just becomes silent. Just picture it. All your knowledge goes quiet. There are no automatic reactions, no psychological noise from your past. The constant chatter of your mind just fades away. So when all of that mechanical activity stops, when the processor of the mind finally goes idle, what's left? And that question right there, it points us directly toward the answer. Let's move to Section 5, the observer within. Because in that silence, something is still there, isn't it? It's not a thought. It's a presence, a fundamental awareness, a silent intelligence that just exists underneath all that mental noise. And this awareness is something totally different. It's not a product of memory. It isn't something you learned or something that was programmed. It's not just another thought floating by. It is simply there. It's the context, not the content. So this really reveals that there are two distinct parts of you. There's the accumulated memory, all the stuff in your mind, and then there's the observer. That's the part of you that is aware of all those thoughts, but is completely separate from them.
And this distinction brings us right to our final, and I think really powerful conclusion. Section 6. What is truly human? So let's recap everything a machine can replicate. Knowledge, skills, thinking, memory, computation. All these things are functions of that mechanical mind, the very things AI is designed to master.
So the real human isn't found in thinking or in knowledge or in memory, because machines can do all of that. The real you, the real human, begins where memory ends. Beyond the computation, beyond the conditioning, it's there that you might just discover something that's truly original. And so we'll leave you with this one final and I think crucial idea. Before AI comes along and replaces everything in the world outside of us, maybe our most important job is to find the one thing that can never, ever be replaced within us. And maybe that is what it truly means to be human.